Today, it's QJB's Dream Team versus Not the Experts' Dream Team. As most of you know, QJB is a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, and he has been making football and basketball content on his channel for many years now. His Dream Team will consist of his favorite current and former NFL players. The New York Jets are Not the Experts' favorite NFL team, but a lot of you probably know him for his legendary UGF Pandas college football series on YouTube. His Dream Team will consist of his favorite current and former NFL players. Both teams will then compete in the collective challenges and minigames, practice mode, franchise mode, and a head-to-head matchup to decide the winner.
Yo, what's good, Adam? I heard you wanted me to assemble the greatest NFL team ever. So I got you right now. At quarterback, I'm going with Lamar Jackson. We can use that speed to get outside of the pocket, and we still have the arm strength to get it downfield. At running back, Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith. At fullback, I'm going with Darrell Moose Johnston. Wide receiver, I got Jerry Rice, Calvin Megatron Johnson, and Randy Moss. At tight end, I'm going with Shannon Sharp and Tony Gonzalez. Then at left tackle, we have to go with Jonathan Ogden. At left guard, let me take Larry Allen. At center, I gotta go with my boy Jason Kelsey. Right guard, I'm going Bruce Matthews. Right tackle, we gotta put Orlando Pace out there. Now on defense, left end, we gotta go at Lawrence Taylor, man. Defensive tackle, Mean Joe Green and Aaron Donald. Right end, we gotta put Bruce Smith out there. Left outside linebacker, Brian Urlacher. Middle linebacker, I'm going with Mike Singletary. Right outside linebacker, my boy DeMarcus Ware. Then at cornerback, primetime Deion Sanders, Champ Bailey, Night Train Lane, and Darrell Revis. We're gonna lock them up. Free safety, I'm going with Sean Taylor. Strong safety, my boy Troy Polamalu. Then at punter, I gotta get my boy Pat McAfee out there. And kicker, the young GOAT, Brandon Aubrey. What up, Not the Expert? I don't think you're ready for this squad. That nasty.
QJB's Dream Team has plenty of Hall of Famers out there, but next up is Not the Expert.
Got my NFL Dream Team here for you, Adam. I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. I think I just wanted to switch it up with some current players to get it in there, but Patrick Mahomes could be one of the greatest to ever do it by the end of his career. We just have to wait and see. At running back, no Barry Sanders here, which probably would have been the obvious choice, but I'm going LaDainian Tomlinson, and I'm also going to go Bo Jackson. And of course, my dream team's got to have a good fullback, so we're going Mike Allstott at that position. At the wide receiver room, we're going Jerry Rice, Tyreek Hill for some speed, and then we're going with the young guy, Justin Jefferson. At tight end, I'm going Rob Gronkowski and Travis Kelce, actually. For the offensive line, from left to right, I'm going Joe Thomas, Gene Upshaw, Mike Webster, Larry Allen, and then Anthony Munoz. At left end for our defense, I'm going Lawrence Taylor. On the inside, I'm going John Randall and Alan Page at defensive tackle. At right end, I'm going Reggie White. And I think because we're going to be playing a lot of Tampa 2s type stuff, let's have Derek Brooks out there at left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, easy choice for me, Ray Lewis. And right outside linebacker, I'm actually going to put Dick Butkus for, obvious reasons. Our cornerback room is absolutely stacked. We got Rod Woodson, Deion Sanders, Charles Woodson, and I could not forget about Darrell Revis, of course. Safety, I got to have Ed Reed back there. He's probably one of my favorite players to ever play the game. And then Ronnie Lott also at strong safety. Kicker and punter, it's going to be Adam Vinatieri and Shane Leckler. This might not be a perfect team, but at least we got a good fullback. Go get them, team. I believe in you.
Both Dream Teams are absolutely stacked with legendary NFL players, so let's see who comes out ahead. Let's start with the passing skeleton minigame as the first challenge, and whichever team finishes with the most points will win this challenge. Lamar Jackson and QJB's Dream Team will start first, and he is able to connect with Jerry Rice, who runs a great route. He then decides to go underneath on the very next drive, and Emmitt Smith is quickly met by 3 defenders. A couple plays later, Lamar has to be very patient, but he's able to find Megatron in the end zone, getting the multiplier up to 5. QJB's Dream Team continues to find the end zone a couple more times, and with 20 seconds to go, Lamar tries to connect with Megatron once again, but is dropped, resetting the multiplier. They quickly bounced back, getting another touchdown, and ended up finishing with 7,028 points. Not the Experts Dream Team is up next, and Mahomes quickly connects with Bo Jackson on a Texas route. After throwing a couple of checkdowns, Mahomes finally throws to the end zone where Jerry Rice was right there to make the catch, and the multiplier is up to 5. Mahomes continued to make some great reads for Not the Experts Dream Team, and with 38 seconds left, he goes underneath to Bo Jackson, who gets down to the 6-yard line. Mahomes went right back to Bo, who finds his way into the end zone. With just 28 seconds left, Mahomes throws a dangerous pass, but somehow Jerry Rice makes an incredible diving catch. On the very next play, Mahomes throws another check down to Bo Jackson, who then runs it up the field for a big gain, and they officially have 7,400 points thanks to the multiplier. Even after dropping a pass a couple of plays later, Not the Experts Dream Team managed to finish with 9,204 points, which is good enough to win the first challenge of this competition. The next challenge is a punt return. Not the Experts Dream Team will start first this time, and Tyreek Hill receives a punt and goes straight up the middle, picking up a solid 10 yards. On their second attempt, Tyreek gets some really good blocking as he heads up the field, but is finally met by a defender, picking up 12 yards. On his third and final attempt, Tyreek Hill receives a punt and heads to the left side of the field this time, and he manages to pick up 12 yards for a total of 34 yards so far. Bo Jackson will take the next return, and he is able to follow his blocking up the middle for a big 15-yard gain. Down to their last attempt, Bo Jackson managed to make one defender miss before being tackled after picking up 10 yards for a grand total of 59 yards, which might be really tough to beat. Deion Primetime Sanders will lead off for QJB's Dream Team, and he manages to stay behind his blocking, picking up about 10 yards. Not a bad start, and on their second attempt, Deion is weaving his way in and out of traffic, but is finally tackled after picking up 14 yards. On Deion's last attempt, he receives a punt and is heading up the field behind his blocking when he sees a huge hole and heads up the field, picking up 19 yards, for a total of 43 yards so far. Randy Moss is up next, and on attempt 4, Moss is tackled almost immediately, picking up just 6 yards. They need over 10 yards to win this challenge, and on their last attempt, Moss takes it up the middle and is met pretty quick, but he fights his way forward, picking up 12 yards, which was good enough for QJB's Dream Team to win the punt return challenge, tying this competition up. Next up is the goal line phase challenge, where 3 receivers on both teams go one-on-one with the opposing team's best corner. QJB's Dream Team will start first, and on attempt number 1, Jerry Rice tries to get around Charles Woodson, but is completely locked up. On their second attempt, Jerry Rice gets a great jump off the line and manages to make the jumping catch for the touchdown. Randy Moss is up next for QJB's Dream Team, and he does get a step on the defender, but Woodson somehow manages to swat the ball away. On attempt number 4, Moss once again has a step on Woodson, but Lamar throws it a bit too late and the ball gets swatted away once again. QJB's Dream Team only has 1 touchdown so far, but Calvin Johnson is up next, and he manages to use his strength to get away from Woodson and makes a great catch in the end zone. He even managed to get both feet down in bounds. On their last attempt, Woodson stays with Megatron and swats the ball away. QJB's Dream Team end up finishing with 2 touchdowns on 6 attempts. Mahomes and Not the Experts Dream Team are up next, and on their first attempt, Jerry Rice gets a step on the defender, but primetime Deion Sanders is right there to swat the ball away. On his second attempt though, Rice gets just enough separation and is able to come down with a catch in the end zone. Tyreek Hill is up next, and on attempt number 3, Deion was right there the whole time, swatting the ball away. On his next attempt, Tyreek couldn't get enough separation, and Deion is there once again to swat the ball down. It's all up to Justin Jefferson now, and on attempt number 5, Mahomes somehow drops it perfectly into his hands for the touchdown. It's all tied up with both Dream Teams having 2 touchdowns, but can Jefferson win it here for Not the Experts Dream Team? Mahomes lobs the pass up, and Jefferson somehow makes an incredible catch before going out of bounds. Wow, Not the Experts Dream Team managed to win the goal line phase challenge and are now up 2-1. Next up, we have the franchise challenge. Whichever team makes it the furthest in the season will win this challenge. Since both teams are stacked with Hall of Fame players, I decided to put them up against all-time rosters, so it'll be a little bit harder for each team. And after simming the entire season, QJB's Dream Team finished with a perfect 17-0 record, while Not the Experts Dream Team finished with a 15-2 record. But luckily for both teams, they both have a first-round bye heading into the playoffs. Whoever makes it furthest in the playoffs will win this challenge. Both Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes had really solid seasons, but it was Lamar Jackson who had 4,700 passing yards and 49 touchdowns. And as for the defensive side of things, QJB's Lawrence Taylor led the NFL with 21 sacks. Coming right to the Super Bowl to see if both teams make it, and it looks like they are meeting in the Super Bowl. Only one team can win the franchise challenge, and after simming the Super Bowl game, it was QJB's Dream Team that just barely came out on top. And that means QJB's Dream Team will win the franchise challenge, tying this competition at 2. The tiebreaker challenge is a head-to-head matchup where we have Lamar Jackson leading QJB's Dream Team, going up against Patrick Mahomes and Not the Experts Dream Team. On QJB's Dream Team's opening drive, Lamar finds Shannon Sharp over the middle for about 6 yards. On the very next play, Lamar hands off to Barry Sanders, who somehow gets out and is off to the races. He is going to go all the way to the house to score the first touchdown of the game. Mahomes needs to help Not the Expert here, and on their first offensive possession, Mahomes makes a few nice passes to Jefferson and Tyreek Hill. Next thing you know, it was Bo Jackson punching his way into the end zone using his strength, and this game is all tied up. The first quarter was all offense as Lamar finds Jerry Rice in the end zone to retake the lead. But on the very next drive, Not the Experts Dream Team got into the end zone to tie this game up once again. The rest of the first half ended with both teams scoring once again, and we have a tie ball game heading into the second half. Finally, we get to see some defense being played, but late in the third quarter, Mahomes hands it off to Bo Jackson, who picks up 14 yards. And on third down, LaDainian Tomlinson drives his way into the end zone, giving Not the Experts Dream Team the lead. With time quickly running out, QJB's Dream Team trailed by 7 points, and at midfield, Lamar hands off to Barry Sanders, who picks up about 4. Big third down play here, and Sharp is stopped for no gain. Have to go for it here, and they elect to run the ball instead of passing, only to be stopped short of the first down. Mahomes and Not the Experts Dream Team can put this game away with a score right here. On first down, Mahomes finds a wide open Justin Jefferson for 19 yards. A first down might steal the game, and Mahomes hikes the ball, hands off to LT, but is short of the first down marker. Instead of punting the ball away, they elect to go for it, and Bo Jackson finds a way to pick up the first down. And that was enough, as Not the Experts Dream Team go on to win the head-to-head matchup, and more importantly, they win the entire competition. If you enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this one right over here. I think you will too. Go check it out.